Literally, our first kiss was so awful. Like, that's what you said.
Oh, no!
It was like kissing a brick wall. Like, there was nothing going on. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unwaxed podcast with your favorite sisters.
I didn't really hear the energy in your voice. Can you do it one more time for me?
This is probably the second episode in a row that you've made me restart the
But
intro.
I just want to make sure season 2 is starting off strong. And you're giving me about 5% energy.
You can do it then.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unwaxed podcast with your favorite sisters,
Sophia
and Sistine.
You know,
trial and error, baby.
It's okay. I think maybe we need to switch off once in a while because my voice seems a little.
Are you okay today? Talk to me.
Yeah, I don't think I had enough coffee.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, I usually drink 2 cups. It was just 1, and I thought,
we're full addicted.
We're fully addicted.
I don't get migraines, but now I get migraines if I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, and I've been reading a lot of studies saying that I should probably wane off coffee for a bit, and I don't know if I physically can. My whole body now runs and works, if you know what I mean, because of coffee. Like, I cannot function at all without it, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that.
Well, we both know how we feel about tea drinkers, so that's just not an option.
The worst. You want to hear something funny that Mom did this morning?
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that I think she was teaching us when we were younger something to like how to do this so that she can use this language at this moment, if this makes sense. Let me explain.
Elaborate.
So basically I'm sitting at the kitchen with Mom and Dad's there. And I think she wanted to tell me something without Dad hearing. So all of a sudden she starts speaking Pig Latin. And I swear to God, I didn't even hesitate and I responded back.
What?
And she's never done that to us since we were how old, like 12?
So she was speaking Pig Latin to keep secrets from Sly in front of Sly?
Yeah, and he like kind of looked at her like, what is she saying? And he just went back to the thing. But I knew exactly what she was saying.
What was she saying?
I can't say it.
Say it in Pig Latin. People won't understand.
Because remember, Mom used to always come up to me and goes, how to aga you do.
Yeah, you're so good at it,
Does anyone remember learning Pig Latin in like middle school? Isn't that, like, that was the thing. Like, we all did it, and then my mom did it.
I'm going to piggyback off of the middle school comment because we were just talking about this off camera. The chat rooms that we used to be a part of in middle school, do you remember them? You had a different one than I had.
Yeah, we had FormSpring. Does anyone remember FormSpring? FormSpring is you have an account, and everyone does, and you can ask people anonymous questions, and it got ugly.
Wait.
It can get so bad.
Mine didn't get ugly.
It got
Ask FM.
I feel like yours is more rogue than what I just said.
I loved Ask FM because the whole grade would say, Cameron, who do you have a crush on? And then someone would comment like Delilah and Sophie, and everyone's names got mentioned, and everyone got a crush. Everyone had the bigger butt.
Ours was not innocent.
But I always got in my feels because no one ever put me in their answers.
No, but
ever.
Sistine, do you remember it? I don't know if this was just an LA thing, but we had something called bathroom wall. Do you ever remember that? Okay, I guarantee some people are probably like, no, and triggered, because basically what it is it's a site that you get to write anonymously anything about anybody. And it was kind of happening in the LA district. And so people would write like the hottest 5 girls, the ones with the best ass, like the hottest guys, and like who's not a good kisser. And it just got
kind of a genius
massively
name.
Bad. Like I never was mentioned. And honestly, I checked all the time to see if
that's what I'm saying. I checked all the time. I'm like, did someone say I had anything?
I wanted something.
I wasn't a crush.
Sucked.
I never had like best boobs. I got nothing.
No, mine was like best study guides.
Mine was like best braces.
Best legs. No, it was literally like I never got mentioned in anything. And then someone actually reminded me in college, and I don't know if this was just happening for 1 year because it had a very short-lived run. It was Yik Yak.
Wait, you were still doing this in college? And checking these chat rooms?
Oh, I always did. I always did. I was trying to see if I was cool. And I wasn't cool enough to ever be mentioned.
Well, whatever. Look at us now.
But we also mentioned, I don't know if anyone remembers that really sketchy game, IMVU. Do you remember that?
I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, but if this game is still up and running, it needs to be shut down.
Get off it. It's so creepy.
It's like, just a way for old men to pry on young girls. And let me tell you, it happened to us.
Yeah, we tried it because we said, oh, cool. It was like kind of the first anime intro we got. And we got to dress with the girls, but then we didn't even question the fact that they could be like fully nude.
How old were we, do you think?
I think we're like 12. We were like,
see, this is the
13.
funny thing. I think seeing this anime what would you call this sort of character?
Like a, what are you talking about? Like a...
Whatever it is. I think sort of seeing this anime naked while playing a video game was the first time I've seen it.
Like someone naked?
And I was like, am I being introduced the wrong way? Probably.
Someone gets introduced by like
yeah, I have such
through
unrealistic expectations of normal bodies now because I'm just expecting them to be
virtual
pixelated.
And just completely unrealistic.
Yeah, but we would talk to these strange men.
I know.
Thinking that they were also 12-year-old boys.
I know. We thought it was the coolest thing ever. I don't know if it's still up, but I remember we would go back to bed having panic attacks.
Well, we spent a lot of time on the internet growing up. Like,
yeah, we did.
A lot of time. And that's kind of why I'm really excited to have the guest on that we do today.
Yeah.
Because that is exactly what this girl is. It's funny enough, I met her at an event in New York Fashion Week when I was just there. And she, first of all, is so stunning. So stunning. And just the nicest person. And then when I found out what she does, I was like, okay, she's a badass.
Gorgeous gamer girl. Can you get a better combination?
She is literally what we wish we could be.
Wait, I think I would consider myself a gamer.
Do not call yourself a gamer.
I am a gamer. I play COD. I play Assassin's Creed 4.
I play online chess.
And Black...
Does that count?
What?
I play online chess. Does that count?
You do not play online chess ever. I've never seen you play
You don't know what I do
online chess
in my room.
The only person that plays any online games is Mom, and she does an obsessive amount of solitaire.
I play Redbeard. Remember that game? I still play Redbeard.
What's Redbeard?
I played Webkins.
Okay.
Club Penguin.
Club Penguin. Oh,
so
my God.
I am a gamer in theory, okay? I did.
I'm on fantasy football. That's kind of gaming.
Are we competing right now?
Guys, guess what? I'm first place still.
You are?
I am. I'm winning. I'm first place.
How many guys are you beating right now?
12.
You're beating 12
and
men?
And this is my first year, and I've never played before. And I went rogue, and I chose everything opposite from everyone else.
You're literally beating 12 ex-football players.
Yeah, literally.
Based off of the fact that you chose your players.
Because I thought they were the hottest.
Right.
Thank you. Actually, okay, that's not fair, because I do watch All or Nothing. I do get into it. I don't know any stats, though.
Watches one TV show. I know football.
I'm like, I watch Hard Knocks.
See, no, but I'm excited to have this girl, Brooke, on, because there's something so cool and sexy about being a female and being a gamer. You're putting the two worlds together.
Yeah, really.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, God, I wanted her to teach me something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about the gaming world, the people in it. Maybe it's different from what we're used to. Because we're more an entertainment world. How are the gaming people?
I know, I'm curious to see. Because, you know, internet's, again, scary place. Let's see what she deals with.
Maybe not on IMVU like us, but definitely something a little bit cooler.
Oh, my God, I really hope she did play that.
We can ask her.
Okay.
Okay, stay tuned. This beauty, or more commonly known as Brooke AB on social media, is a Twitch streamer, gamer, and content creator. She has blown up real quick with almost 1 million Instagram followers, 1.2 million followers on Twitch, and a partnership with 100 Thieves, and so much more. We're already clicking right off the bat with this girl. This is Brooke.
Yay, Brooke!
Hello. Hello. You guys, look how beautiful she looks.
You come in, first of all. Your outfit, spectacular.
Really?
Amazing.
I was in a panic. I was ripping apart. I'm like, do you have a long sleeve shirt? Like, I was freaking out.
That's us.
Well, this morning I could not put anything together. So I was like, screw it, a crew neck hoodie, whatever this is, jeans. I'm like, I can't do it.
You guys look amazing.
No, hair's disgusting. Put way too much concealer foundation on.
We literally...
Caked up over here. But you look gorgeous.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God, the struggles. But thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
I was just telling the listeners that I met you in New York. And I was like, this girl right off the bat, you have one of those energies that just completely captivate and like bring everyone in around you. Like you're so bubbly and positive.
Yeah, really.
And that's why I think what you do, because you're like a live streamer, a Twitch streamer, like that's probably why you have such a great following, because you just like attract people towards you.
Thank you.
I'm sure, but like let's get into it, because I really want to know, and maybe sort of you can give the listener some context to like what it is exactly that you do.
Yeah, so I live stream on Twitch. Twitch is, I do like the YouTube videos, all that stuff. Like Twitch is like my main thing. So I pretty much just press go live. I have my little camera in the corner. For anyone who like hasn't seen a stream, like you can see me, you see the game, but then you can like chat with me while I'm live. So that's kind of like my favorite part of it, is like the chat can talk to me, I can talk back to them, things like that. So I love streaming, but like it's like very, very stressful. So
Tell me why.
Yeah,
why is it stressful?
I think that having that many people like watching you at once, it's like public speaking almost.
Right.
Like you're literally in front of thousands of people and you're supposed to just be like, hi.
I'm gonna totally express
Yeah.
myself. I watched your live yesterday on Twitch, and I was like,
Why are you saying that?
It was like it was called Valorant or whatever.
Oh, yeah, Valorant.
Is that a game?
Yes.
Okay, because I
It's
wasn't
a game,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, and I saw you were playing with your friends. You talk, and I was gonna ask like, how are you able to literally talk to the camera, talk to the chat room, play
Yeah.
a game, also look good? Like I was like,
Yeah,
I was
a lot. I could barely walk and chew gum.
It's a lot of like multitasking. It really
is.
is. Yeah, because you're like you have to read, but then it'll get you killed in the game because you're reading your
That's what I'm
chat.
saying.
Yeah, no, it's very stressful.
How long did it take to get used to that?
Well, I started with Fortnite. So
Whoa. I love Fortnite.
okay, so
I've never played.
What?
I feel like I'm the only human that hasn't played it yet.
it was big, but like
Yeah.
I was always dead because I wasn't good. So it was like I was able to talk to my chat all the time. So
That's so
I love
funny.
it. I love
so-
it.
But what I would get nervous about streaming is that there are no cuts. Like it's fully
Yeah.
just you can't edit something out if someone walks in the background or if you say something stupid or for you look bad. Like it's out there. It's,
Oh my God.
You can't go back.
The amount of mental breakdowns I have literally on the middle of stream.
my
is,
God.
like- that's why I was like panicking when you're like, I watched yesterday. I was like,
Did you have a panic attack or something?
no, I mean, you're live like sometimes 8 hours a day. Like your whole day is with them. So I'm like, if I'm like having a bad day, I will literally be like to my chat, I'm like, be quiet, don't talk to me.
Well,
like,
I was reading
That's
even
so
like through the
funny.
comments. I'm like, people are so weird on it a little
Yeah,
bit. I'm like, and I
people
can
can
see
be
like you can
really
like block
mean.
comments and make sure like
Yeah.
that's which is good. I was like, I saw you did that. And I was like,
Yeah.
good girl. And but I got really invested in it, and I was like, I did not think I'd
What
get
is-
it. It's fun to
like-
watch people do it.
isn't
But
it?
the
Yeah.
response is really interesting because like what has it been like so far your experience? Have you gotten a lot of creepy guys? Have you gotten a lot of supportive people? Or is it kind of just a mix of everything?
It's a huge mix of everything. I would say like the support outweighs all the weirdos by a lot. But
Okay,
there are
good.
so many weirdos out there.
It's mostly men, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
of
like
course.
it's just so
Come on,
like,
guys.
male dominated. Yeah. Sorry.
Come on.
But it's true. Like, I mean, just you get them asking for weird things like stand up, turn around on the camera, like just
Okay.
weirdos.
How about this? You get on live, you stand up and turn
Yeah,
around.
exactly.
First.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a balance, and the support is like huge, and everyone's really nice.
Right.
Yeah.
But like the weirdos stand out. 'Cause
Okay.
there's-
For
So how
sure.
did it even start though? Because were you ever into gaming originally or?
Yeah, so I gamed my whole life. My sister and I grew up. We had Xbox, like we always played.
That's
but-
like us.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Scarlett would watch me play. But you,
Me?
She's like, I
Scarlett
play.
but Scarlett plays now. That's the difference. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Well, my sister was the one who was playing, and I would always watch. So
Aw.
yeah,
Me.
so
That was me.
I was like, I'm not gonna play, but now I do play. But-
Right.
So we always played growing up, and then when I got to college and Fortnite was like the thing, like everyone was freaking out. I would go over to my friends' houses, and like that's all they would be doing. So I was like, hand it over.
Yeah,
Like,
I gotta
play.
try.
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah. So they're like, why don't you stream if you play video games? I was like, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I looked into it, and I was like, it can't. Like streamers always say they're like, if you're going in to make money, don't do it. Like, which is true, but like I went into it because I was like, I need some bucks to make it through
Right,
college.
fair.
I think
Yeah.
they're all lying.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Like,
That's
I
a lot
don't-
of work.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I'm a broke college student. I'll take an
Right.
extra $20 if someone
Yeah.
wants to
Pay
hand
you.
it over.
So is that
Right, no,
how it
absolutely.
works on streaming? People can just send you money?
Yeah, so like my first month streaming, I had this random guy come in and give me like $2,500, and
What?
I never saw him again.
Just cause.
So it's like the most random thing. So like people
I
can donate
love
to
it.
you. I literally I
great.
was like,
Wait, so why do they donate? Like is there like a
idea.
so you can just sign up for Twitch, go live, and people can
Yeah.
like just like fund you almost like
Right,
to
yeah,
keep it
exactly.
going, like probably yeah.
So they can subscribe.
Okay, interesting.
Subscriptions are $5 a month, and that's just
Oh.
like you can chat if like I'm in sub only chat, or you get like perks and no ads, things
Right.
like that. But you can also just like straight up donate. Like here's
Right.
a tip, and
Oh,
so some
great.
people will like do a $2,500 tip, and you'll never see them again.
Okay, that's amazing. I'm convinced.
She's like, I'm going live.
Going live.
We had said this off camera, but you were saying that you're like, I'm not even good at gaming.
No.
And I don't believe you because
Yeah, I
I've seen
don't
you and
believe
you're
you.
pretty good. You're
I
pretty good.
play, but like compared to like people who stream,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
all so good.
Yeah.
So I'm
right,
like,
right.
So
compared to
someone
them-
like me who isn't good could just do it anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Okay,
I wasn't good when I
interesting.
started, and like you can also like, I'll go live and do a just chatting stream is what they're called, but like you don't play a game at all. You just talk to people.
How is like the gaming world then? Like how are the people in? Are they supportive? Is it like more solo or is it?
You get like, I mean, it's interesting because you can get like, definitely the support is great and people like don't mind really. On Twitch, there's so many people that do everything. Like there's people who do music on there. Like you can do anything on Twitch. It's crazy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought it was just gaming. It's
no, so it started just as gaming and they were like, let's do all of it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
What I think
cool.
is so badass about you, though, is that, like, in sort of a male-dominated area, there aren't a lot of females that do it. And I think, okay, first of all, beside the fact that you're stunning and super nice, like, it's really cool that you're completely changing the narrative of it. Do you have, what is, like, your female to male following, like, ratio?
Yeah, I would say it totally depends on, like, on Twitch, I'm not 100% sure. I know that on like Instagram, it's like 12% women, which is like
interesting.
about
we get that. Yeah, I totally understand.
It's like, so Instagram is probably a lot different than Viewer. I think this year has gone up a ton in women.
Good.
Like especially with, I don't know if you guys have seen, but like the Minecraft stuff has really taken off. And like a lot of girls have like been brought into gaming from that. And so it's been kind of cool seeing the numbers like go up. Because
one thing that's different about you though, I've also, because I was doing my little recon,
Yeah.
is that you're also very into fashion and stuff like that. So you're definitely colliding two totally different industries together.
Yeah.
And were you more originally interested in makeup and beauty and stuff before? Because I saw your vlogs, you do like tutorials, things like that.
I've always been like really passionate about that. And I didn't really see myself as like being able to do both, but as like gaming has become so mainstream, it's just so bizarre. Like everyone's like, oh, they're a gamer, they do this. And so I think with that, it just grows and grows. I think it's important to branch out. So I'm like, this is my time to like, okay, I'll go to Fashion Week and like, you know what, I can do the gaming, I can do the fashion, makeup. And I think that there's not a lot of people out there that are doing that yet, but I think it'll be really big.
Have people been more into the fact that you have been more open about showing who you are rather than just a gamer? Or do you think because I feel like more girls are probably like, oh my gosh, now I can be like a reader and a gamer. Or,
yeah. I think especially with the girl audience, like the guys will watch the tutorials because they're like, okay, I make them. I'm like, go, I just posted, please go watch it.
Right.
But like the girls are like, can you post a tutorial on this? Like actually wanting to see more.
Well, I have to say, before I even met you, this could be like months ago, I remember I had watched one of your tutorials.
What?
I swear on YouTube. And then when I met you, I was like, why does she look so familiar? And then I was doing my recon. I go, oh my God, I've fully like stalked you before.
Wait.
And you're so good at it and you're so cute on your YouTube as well. Like aside from gaming, like your vlogging and the stuff with your boyfriend, like it's so sweet. And like I love
honest.
and honest.
Just like super honest. Like you show who you are. You're honestly like the exact same you are online as you are in person, which is like so refreshing. You have no idea.
Yeah, that's like kind of been my goal is like I just kind of want to be upfront about everything. Like on my stream, I talk about all the time like mental health. I talk about, you know, like what it's like being a girl in this industry because it's not easy.
Totally.
I think it's like, instead of trying to like hide around all this stuff and be like, no, everything's great and perfect.
No, I love that you're vulnerable on there because that's something, you know, a lot of people don't use their platform for that. And I think it's so important when, especially when you have a younger female or a less female audience to sort of tell them it's okay to be vulnerable and open up and get help. When you're streaming, and obviously there's like positive comments, but I'm sure there's also a lot of negative comments. Does that affect you? Like, I know we had a lot of viewers coming and asking, what do we do about like online bullying or people are being mean? Like, how do you sort of deal with it?
Yeah, I think, well, also with like the being live part of it, it's like when you said you were watching, I was having one of those days yesterday where I was like, I was like, sometimes I just, which is not the way to handle it at all. But I will literally like go off. I'm like so upset on stream. Like I'll cry on stream. I'll have like a full breakdown. And then 5 minutes later, I'll be like, okay, back to the game. We're good.
But I think that's fair. I think it's important to feel your feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, because sometimes it's hard when you're just repressing. When you're like, you guys, this is actually like hurting me more than helping me. Like, let me show you how it's affecting me.
Exactly. And I think it helps because like definitely once like I call them out for it, like people will like be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was writing like that, you know? They'll kind of like take a step back. Them. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like straight up like, yo, this person, I'll call out their name, I'll be like, it's not cool of you to like type that in chat or comment on my weight or talk about how I look or you know, anything like that.
Yeah.
So I think it helps to just be straight up with them and be like,
and it probably helps you too.
oh yeah, I'm like, I just gotta vent it out.
No, totally. And I think that also shows like when you do call someone out, all the supporters come in and they probably go like, yeah, like get them off, like let's. And then it becomes more of like a group, and you guys are all bonding together.
100%.
So do you have like a lot of people that reoccur all the time that you just like are friends with now?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. So like, they call them like communities on Twitch. Like, who's in your
really?
community?
That's so cool.
So like, I will have people that I know I will see every single day. They'll come back. I could literally name all of them off the top of my head. Like,
oh my God,
they're there every day typing in chat. So it's like, I know where they work. I know what, you know, I know everything about them, but it's cool because my boyfriend streams as well. And we share a lot of the same viewers. So like, when I'm in his stream, like, I'll see the same people, and then they'll come over to ours. So it's like, oops.
There you go.
I'm like, sorry if I messed up the sound.
You should have seen us in the beginning.
Smacking everything around.
Like,
yeah, so it's cool. Like, you can kind of see them throughout both of the communities. But yeah, you definitely see people like every single day.
Right.
And it's nice. You
Okay,
learn
I
about
have
them.
to ask about the boyfriend and the relationship.
Yes.
we love asking about dating.
We
my God.
love talking about dating on this show. So your boyfriend,
Yes.
he's also a Twitch streamer, basically the male version of you.
Yes.
How did you guys meet? I want to know everything.
Okay, this is the craziest story. Okay, do you guys know who Corinna Koff is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Corinna, I used to watch her YouTube back in the day, and this is like when I'm in college, and she came out with merch. It was like pouty girl merch or whatever, and there was a beanie I saw online, and I was like, this is cute, and it was on sale, so I bought it.
Yeah.
Right.
And at the time I was streaming, I had like 30 viewers, like just like was a small streamer.
Yeah.
And I bought the merch, and then I posted a picture on Twitter just wearing it.
Oh, cute.
And she saw it, and she was like, oh, hey, I see that you stream on Twitch, so do I. Like, we should play games sometime. And I was like,
That's so nice.
like, what the heck? I was freaking out. So I'm like, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. So I hadn't heard from her in a little bit. And then she comes into my stream one day and was like, gave me $5 and was like, let's play right now. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm dropping everything. Like, let's go.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm not going to class today.
Right, no. So I join into, it was on Fortnite. So I joined into her lobby, and it's her, Tfue, who at the time had like, when he was live, like 90,000 viewers or something crazy. And then Symfuny, who is now my boyfriend.
Symfuny?
Symfuny's his like gamer tag. His
I was
name's
gonna
Mason.
say, I was gonna say, what a name.
Like, wow. Yeah, no,
what a
it's not
name.
his name. No, his name is Mason. But
Mason,
yeah,
okay.
So Symfuny's his like gamer tag. But and they were setting us up on a blind date.
Oh, wait.
For like a YouTube video.
So it was like a live first blind date?
yes.
And you guys had no idea.
Did he know?
They had just invited him, and he was like, "Oh, guys, no!" Like, you know.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So it's like out on YouTube. Like, it is so embarrassing.
Stop. Wait, was he
I am watching
flirting?
that.
Was he like good
Okay.
at
I am the first girl that my boyfriend had ever even talked to. Like never.
Stop it.
Never even held hands with a girl. Like,
I love it.
So he was like, had no idea. It was.
Oh
If you guys
my-
watch this video, it is the most uncomfortable video.
Why? Because he just didn't know how to
has
talk to a
no
girl.
idea.
He has no game.
No,
He's a gamer, has
he's
no
like
game.
telling me like about how he like doesn't have his license and like how he doesn't know how to drive. Like just
So at what
it's
point
so
in the
hot.
video did you
Here, keep going.
talk dirty? No, at what point in the video did you realize, oh my God, I'm totally being set up right now?
like no. As soon as I was in there, they're like, "Oh, well, this is Mason. He's this tall." Like just like I was like, "What is going on
Did
here?"
you know who he was before this?
I had seen him like once, just like on some like podcast, but like it was like
but never thought
brief.
anything of it.
No, I thought at the time actually he was like a total player because he was talking to this girl.
Oh,
But it was like
Mason
for-
had swag.
But he,
Did he?
No,
Somebody did.
no,
Somebody
he
did
did
it.
not. But like he literally was like, just he had no idea what he was doing for like months. Like
I think that's so
That's really
sweet,
sweet.
though. Honestly,
it was sweet. It was.
we're on
like
this
that.
whole wave right now where we don't go for the loud, funny,
No.
confident, cocky
Which
guys.
is very
We like the
tight.
shy. We
Yeah.
like the quiet, reserved. They
What's
treat
your
you
type
well.
normally?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
my ex-boyfriend's like very loud, no.
Doesn't end up working out,
Doesn't work.
folks.
It doesn't
So-
work.
No.
Listen,
So-
guys, it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it doesn't work. Be the confident one. in a relationship.
After you're on the stream and you're like, oh my God, this guy has zero game. I don't feel any connection here. how did it lead to now dating him? Like, what
You
happened
guys like
in between
keep
there?
like live streaming together?
Yeah, so we like people wanted to see us like stream. Like, so I went from like 30 viewers to like 10,000. Like, it was
Oh wow.
like so obviously.
That's amazing.
We literally were like talking to each other. We like, we should just keep this going for like the content.
Yeah,
like,
why not?
Like literally, that's what the conversation we had. So we kept playing and it was great. And like,
Yeah.
after a while, it was like just like as a not as a joke, but like just for you know,
Yeah.
the stream. And then I was like, wait, I kind of actually like this guy. Like he's like really nice, and like I needed a nice guy.
A nice
guy.
Did he live in the same area as you did?
No, he lived in Texas, and I was
Oh
in
my
Oregon
gosh.
at the time. Yeah, so
Long distance.
long distance. But okay, so this is what threw me off was he would like send me flowers, like
What?
but then he told me he friend zoned me.
What? How did he just say we're friends?
I was like, so like what where is this going? Like what should we, you know? This was months.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
No, but what does that mean?
was going back and
you
forth.
You can't send me flowers and then friend zone me.
That's what I said.
But she couldn't get him out of his brain, her brain. So he probably
No, but it's like you're asking me to like you.
Yeah,
and then when I do,
exactly.
you're like, well, I can't.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He's like, well, chat said that I should like send you flowers and stuff. I'm like, no, but don't do it unless you like.
Hold on.
Genuinely me. Okay.
Yeah.
You said the chat.
Oh, that's
said.
it. Oh my god, yes.
It's his hype team.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
so they
he would
give
ask
you
them-
advice.
Yeah, he would ask them
And
like,
he
well, what do I
listens.
do? Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's genius.
This is so
We should
smart.
just go on Twitch for dating advice.
You should. Yeah.
so
honestly.
great.
Is this a good outfit?
Yeah. But he,
Oh my
I think
gosh.
what it came down to is like he'd never had a girlfriend, never even like talked to a girl, so
Right.
he was like terrified. Is what
And
he
that
like,
didn't like deter you. You were just like, oh, I actually like that more so.
Yeah. No, I was like, he's like really sweet and genuine and like stuff like that. So he told me, he was like, we should just be friends. And I was like, I respect that, but like, I think that you're just wrong. I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I was like, I think you should like give us a try.
I love
I alphaed
a
up on it. I
power
was like-
move.
Are
I
you usually
love
like
it.
very like confident when it comes to that stuff? Like
Not normally, but like, I felt like since he'd never talked to a girl, I was like, okay, I got to take charge here. Because
Right.
otherwise this is never going anywhere.
I
you
think
took
that
it-
is
it's-
amazing.
I mean, look what happened now. If you didn't do it, I
Right.
mean, maybe you guys would still be like flowers, but not just
Not-
friends.
right, not taking flowers
Honestly,
with friends.
sometimes people need that like little extra push.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're also a big believer in that we don't think it's real. I think we sort of grew up with this whole false narrative of like the first time you meet, the first time you kiss, you're gonna get this electricity, it's gonna be sparks. Like,
Oh, no.
we don't find that to be the case. I think the more you hang out with someone, I think especially on a friendship level, that's when you can really develop like
100%.
real
Yeah.
feelings. And that's exactly what happened here.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love that you were like, no, we're actually gonna go out.
I'm like, you're sending me flowers. We're going
I'm
out.
curious how, like,
I love
because
it.
you said he'd never like dated anyone. Did
Nope.
he kiss anybody? Was
Nope.
it like?
I was
So
his
you were
first-
his first kiss?
Yes. He talks about this on his stream all the time. It was literally our first kiss was so awful. Like that's what he said.
Oh no!
I mean, he had no
Why?
idea what to do.
Well, it's like
Oh, he just
think about my first
was-
kiss. Was
Oh, my first
horrid.
kiss was
right. I think back to my first kiss, and I was like, "Oh my god, what was I doing?"
Yeah.
yeah. But it was like kissing a brick wall. Like there was nothing going on. He stopped me in the middle of it, and he goes, I don't know what I'm doing. I was like,
Oh my!
I know, but like that's okay.
I like that he was upfront about that too.
yeah.
There's something
doesn't
so
care.
endearing about it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think maybe he was so just sort of like upfront and honest, like instead of trying to be a cool guy and play it off because maybe he just like really liked you and wanted to make you
Yeah.
happy, or like maybe there was something about him not having any game that made you like him more.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. Yeah, I think it was just like he just comes across very genuine. Like he's just upfront and like
Yeah.
very honest, and he's just so sweet.
Well,
He's
no, it's
really
we
sweet.
always say this. We always say like it's there's such a nice thing with innocence when you go out with the guy that like really hasn't had that crazy of a past, that hasn't had like crazy exes,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh wait, this is really easy. Like I don't have to worry about
don't
anybody.
worry
I don't
about
have to be like
Yeah.
thinking about someone else.
Because
Like
I used to be crazy.
See?
I used to be crazy in my
Okay.
last relationships.
No, you
how are
weren't
your-
crazy. Men made you crazy.
They made me crazy,
Yeah.
but they
You
did.
didn't get born
I mean, I was
crazy.
always right. Like
Yeah.
they were cheating or
Were they, like,
whatever.
were they-
but
so have you ever been cheated on?
oh my god, I swear, like almost every relationship.
What?
Yeah. Like
What
Who
was
would
like,
cheat on you?
What was like a? How did you catch someone cheating?
oh god, one time I was at my parents' house. I drove back into like the town that we were in, and her car was there and like was at the house. At the time, I did this one time. I regret it. You shouldn't do it. But I went through the phone.
Oh, I would do it.
I'm like,
Sorry,
I
if I
know.
thought something
If they
was going
give
up.
you was to believe,
But I was right. You know.
See?
I
Yeah,
was
that's
right.
the thing. You had an inkling. I wouldn't just do it to do it. You
No.
wouldn't just like go through to.
It's like I've never gone through Mason's phone and it's been over 2 years. Like because I
He's a
know
good egg.
You know.
Yeah, he's
Girls
good
have
one.
good at gut instincts. Like
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah.
When something
Oh, yeah,
fishy is
we
going
know.
Was
on.
this all in Oregon?
I was in Oregon for, I moved to LA, February 2020.
Oh, so really
I'm like, when
recent.
did I? Yeah, it was like a month before COVID hit.
Oh
Like,
my
Okay.
gosh.
Right before. So I moved into our house. That
Yeah, you were
I'm in
telling us
now.
a content house.
Yeah.
It's called 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves, yeah, is
So
the-
what is it? Like, how
Yeah.
did you get invited to it? Like, how
Yeah.
is it living with a bunch of people?
Yeah,
in a house?
so-
A bunch of guys too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're boys. Yeah. So 100 Thieves is like my gaming organization, and there's like esports teams where they our professional Fortnite or Valorant team, and then outside of that, there's content creators. So
Yeah.
like that's what I am. We
Okay.
do crazy videos. Like we just went to like adult summer camp for a couple
Stop.
days, and
Hold
How
up.
was that?
it was it was 105 degrees.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
It was hot as hell, but we were just like having drinks, and like we were in the lake, and there was archery, and there was zip lining. It was really cool, and we
That's
were in
so
like
fun.
cabins, so it was like
And the whole time you guys are just creating content together.
yeah, videos.
See, honestly, if I was gonna be, because there's so many content houses today, if I was gonna be in any of them, I think it would be something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was just reading up on esports. That is so much bigger than I ever
it's
could
huge,
imagine.
huge,
It's bigger than what like any sort of football organization or
Yeah.
fighting organization. Like, why do you think like the gaming world, in a way, it's so underrated and not spoken about, yet it's the biggest one?
Yeah, I don't even know, especially since Fortnite. Like Fortnite was kind of like I feel like where it just went super mainstream.
Yeah.
But I feel like so many of us grew up playing video games or things like that, and like I know people would give me crap like growing up. You know, if you're a gamer, like it wasn't like the
Lame.
cool thing, but now it's like people are like,
Right.
oh, like you're a gamer. It's so
Yeah,
weird how
there's
it
always
switches.
pushback in the beginning. Anything that you know that is actually the right path, it's never going to be like the easiest one. So people are always going to give you shit. I think anything online, everyone's gonna be like, oh, that's so cringe.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're living in a content house. Are you living with your boyfriend?
Yeah, so he was helping me move in, and
Wait, was he there before?
no, so like he helped me move in to the house, but then COVID happened, so he was stuck quarantined like with us.
Oh my gosh.
But then it turned into like a year.
I love
and so now
that.
he's like staying with us, but I'm with
perfect.
Yeah, there's Matt and Jack are my roommates that are in the organizations, and then their two girlfriends, and then my boyfriend. So there's 6 of us total,
Oh
and
my
3
gosh.
couples.
I love it.
It's super fun.
Wait, so there's 3 couples in the house?
Yeah.
Do you guys go on a lot of triple dates?
I was gonna say.
Not really. Actually, we don't. Like what
the hell?
Well,
do
they
you
live
like?
together. I
know.
guess it's like you see them all the
We
time.
see them all the time.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
well, you see them downstairs, or like on a Friday we hang out downstairs and have drinks or things like that. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. We
Is
don't,
everyone pretty much just like in their rooms gaming the whole time?
there's a lot of
Yeah.
gaming going on, and it's crazy. It's a loud house. Like
Really?
because like my roommates, they yell when they're like gaming.
Oh,
so
they get like really into it.
my boyfriend yells because he's a streamer. So there's 4 of us that stream in the house.
Oh
so
my gosh.
it is loud, but like
That
it's
is
really fun.
Do you guys
So
play each other
funny.
while you're all like, have you ever done that before?
We've done it before, but like my boyfriend will play with the guys like a lot,
Okay.
so I'll
Right.
like know when they're all playing together. I can hear them, or like they'll
so
run
much
to
fun.
each other's rooms, and like
Yeah.
it's
I mean, okay, so I have to ask, what did your life look like before streaming? And was there anything that that sort of happened to you while maybe you were starting or getting into it that you're like, you know what, this isn't for me? Like, was there something that completely put you off as well?
Yeah. So before, I mean, I just went to school. I went to college. I graduated college.
Good for you.
I streamed the last year, my senior year of college, but other than that, I was just like in college, you know,
Yeah.
hang out,
Right.
party, get good grades, and
I
then
probably
go.
didn't even
yeah.
think that it would blow up to what it is now.
Oh no, absolutely
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I just literally did it until I have to get my big girl job, and then I'll,
Right,
yeah.
then I'll hang up streaming and be done with it. But when I started, it was really good. And then once I met Mason, like when I just wasn't prepared for the amount of people that you
that would
know,
just come up. Or
and
like,
it would be like so in your business. Like it's
Yeah.
the weirdest thing when like you go from 30 viewers to like 10,000 people thinking they know your relationship and your life
Right.
and things like that. And actually last year was like the worst of it, where I was like, I almost quit, like just completely disappeared off the
why?
internet.
What happened?
I had a stalker, and it turned into 5 stalkers. So there was a group of individuals that like would get together and like compare notes, is like the weirdest way.
What?
But like the FBI was involved. It was an entire thing, because they like had addresses, were threatening my parents.
No
like
way.
Wait. So they would watch your lives, kind of compare notes about where you are, like where your parents are, like where everyone's doing,
or like
your life updates. And
Was
so
this like
did they ever show up?
Yeah.
no, so it was like all online,
Online.
but the FBI was involved just because it was so like the threats were so aggressive. Like it was like the craziest.
That's
what
terrifying.
was their end goal?
They wanted me to break up with Mason and then like quit streaming.
What?
It's so weird. I think they're like in love with Mason. They're like obsessed with him. So they think that he deserves better and like just weirdos on the internet.
What does Mason respond to it? Does he try
he
to
just like blinders
ignores
up.
it?
He's like,
Yeah.
well, you guys are crazy. Like get
Right.
away from me.
Yes,
like
you can't communicate
Yeah.
with those
So
people.
how was that on your? I mean, even for your mental state, like because I've said this on our podcast before. I had a really bad stalker that actually showed up on campus to my college and like went to my room, went to my classes, and like they got him arrested. But he flew in from Italy, and I know for weeks I was like about to drop out. I wanted to leave, and I was literally about to like become a hermit, but I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. But like, how was that? For you, because I feel like you probably went through some sort of same evaluation of yourself.
I was to say I decided I'm like, you know what, I'm taking a month off just to, you know, take care of my mental health. I mean, I wasn't getting out of bed, I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. Like if I slept, it was like for an hour, and then I'd wake up in a panic because I'd think my parents are dead. Like just it was messing with me mentally.
How long of a period did that last for?
Well, that was like the height of it. Total, because unfortunately it's still going on today. They didn't get all of them because it's just there's so many. So it's been like over 2 years. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's every day. The FBI said like 18 hours a day from like what they saw, like just crazy.
Wow. What?
They don't take any days off. It's every single day for like 18 hours a day.
Whoa.
I've blocked probably like overall from like Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of it, like over like 10,000 accounts. Like
Whoa. I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
But don't you do that as well, though? Like we kind of
Not to this level, even in the slightest. I mean, how do you, like, that would just freak me the fuck out to a point where I would just quit, because if they're threatening my family, like,
that's
my
really-
boyfriend, like, that's terrifying.
Yeah, I know. And it's like it's so like almost embarrassing to like have to be like go to my family and be like, hey, so like this is what's
it's not
happening
embarrassing.
on. But
It's like-
it does. It feels like it's your fault. You're like,
Right.
but when it's not your fault. It's
and
like
that's
no.
what I said to them. I was like, I feel like this is all my fault. I just need to stop. They're like, absolutely not. Like,
So your parents
they're
were like,
good.
keep going. Like, screw them.
Yeah, they're super
Good.
supportive and stuff. And they were like, these guys, you know, don't worry about us.
Yeah.
Worry about you and just do your own thing.
Well, I
But-
think that's also a really important lesson within that even if sort of people try to harass you to do something that you don't want to do, is just to ignore them and keep going. And I think that's also really cool. I love that because I've been watching your like IGTVs and stuff like that. And you really do speak directly to people, and you're like, try not to let people and things affect you, and like always try to seek help. And so I really love that you spread that message.
Yeah.
I think it's so important today.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's also good to remind people that are online, like you need to be very aware of who watches you, who follows you, because like once you are a public persona, or even if you're one that has like 1,000 followers, there's always going to be eyes on you.
Yeah, 100%.
And so you just have to be like wary of your surroundings in some way. Are you like more hyper focused on that since?
Oh my God. I swear every time I'm like in public, I'm like, my eyes are like, I'm like
Yeah.
always watching. Yeah, it's totally changed the way that I like even look at people. Like I don't want to do, like we have all these conventions and things like for Twitch and gaming and all this stuff. It's like, it makes me not want to go to those because you just never know.
You never know.
It's definitely changed the way I look at things. But yeah, that's what I tell everyone. I'm like, if you are going to go stream or going to, you know, pursue being on TikTok or, whatever you're going to do, make sure that you have everything covered, that your information is not out there before you do it. Because that was my problem. It's like, too late, It's,
because like when you join something and you were like going from 0 to 100, you weren't like, oh, let me like make sure my photos aren't tagged with locations, my house isn't this, and then all of a sudden, it's just like it kind of
you don't expect it because I'm like, it doesn't matter if I have a color in the background that matches that. Just the weirdest things you have to look into.
That's so crazy. Do you think that if you weren't public with your relationship, that you'd be getting the same harassment?
Oh, 100%. That's like one of my biggest regrets. Well, it's hard because that's what made my career like happen was my relationship with Mason is like
Right.
what people wanted to watch
Yeah.
and things like that. But at the same time, that's what brought on so much of the hate. And it's like,
Right.
even like now, I mean, the stalkers, they think that I'm cheating on him, which is why they like, yeah, that's why they.
That would drive me
Okay.
crazy. People, not only it's like, you have to deal with strangers getting involved in a relationship. Has it ever caused like a fight between you and Mason?
No, because I mean,
Okay,
it's just like,
good.
it's just the weird. I mean, they'll like message him when he's streaming. He starts streaming at 3 a.m. every morning. So
Whoa.
yeah,
Back up.
yeah.
Why? 3 a.m.?
He likes to be on before everyone else gets on. He's like,
boy.
he's like,
Early bird gets the worm.
I hate it. So 3 a.m. and then he'll get done around like 12 or 1. And
3 a.m.
it'll be like 6 a.m. and they'll be typing in his chat like, go upstairs. She has a guy up there. She's cheating on you. I'm like, I am
gosh.
asleep. Like,
What time does he go to bed then?
oh God. I try to like keep him up as late as
Like,
possible.
stay past 5 o'clock.
I'm like, yeah, he'll go to bed at like probably like 9 every night.
Oh, see, that's the time I'm in bed, but I'm not up at 3.
No, I'm
No,
not up
I
at
mean,
3.
I go to bed like super early now but I wake up.
Have you ever
early.
done those live, like very early live streams?
I haven't gone live at that time. I've been
intense.
live like until that time where I'm like, oh, shoot, like,
It is 3 a.m.
yeah. Or I've done like a lot of people do 24-hour streams where you just stream nonstop.
24 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
My brain would
It's
Fall off.
I literally feel like a
ahead.
zombie at the end of it. Like,
That sounds
Oh, you've done a 24-hour
oh
stream?
yeah.
What?
Yeah. You just like, you don't sleep. You just,
Do you walk around?
no.
You just sit for 24 hours?
Yeah, you just play games.
Did your eyeballs hurt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But people like now it's like not even 24 hours. Like they're called subathons where every time you get a subscriber, you add time to a timer
Oh, geez.
and it raises timer. People have been live, like they'll do like 3 days, 4 days. Someone broke a record. It was like over a month. And he was
no way.
I don't believe
no
it.
way.
He slept on stream and stuff, but he like had his stream nonstop going for over a month. Just did not end it at all.
He slept on stream?
Yeah.
Yes. So that is like Big Brother. I don't know if I would want to.
I know. And like people will like play videos like while he's like asleep, but it is the weirdest. Like people will like watch people do sleeping streams.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's
That's
worse. I don't know what's worse.
It is
commitment.
I don't know what's worse, to stream knowing that people are watching you or being the watcher.
They're watching someone
Because
sleep.
I've been
3
there.
a.m. I'm
I can't
watching.
relate it to this level at all, but I've been there where I'm talking to a guy and we're like, should we FaceTime fall asleep together? And I'm like, sure, I guess. And you'll have to prop your phone up and he watches me sleep. 10 seconds later, I'm like, I'm hanging up. This is
Oh my God.
creepy.
I do that. I literally would that.
Why
I
do
always
people
do
like
that.
to do that? Don't watch me
I
sleep.
know. Have you ever seen those videos of FaceTiming and the girl falls asleep and he puts on like a fake end call, like doo doo, and then she wakes up because she was pretending to be asleep. Have you seen that?
you gotta be
That's so
careful
sad.
with that.
You gotta be careful.
They'll get you.
Oh,
They'll get
shit.
you with
Yeah,
that.
they'll do that.
That's
Is there anything
crazy.
else from the gaming world? Because I'm so fascinated. Like
Yeah.
we're not
Yeah,
involved in it, so
yeah.
there's so many things we have questions about. But what's like the craziest thing you learned or like being involved and seen in the gaming world? Like I mean, the month staying awake or on live is just
And the way
unreal.
you grew followers so quickly, like what's something that's so...
I would say, I mean, like the big things that have happened, that was a huge deal when Ludwig is his name. He's one of my friends. He did I want to say it was even more than a month. Like it was nonstop. It was the biggest deal. But like the way that people like collab with celebrities now is kind of crazy. Like,
Right.
like in Fortnite, Ninja played with Drake, on stream. They played Fortnite together. Like you just see these
That's
crazy.
so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So like they'll play.
Oh my God.
My boyfriend will play with like a lot of like the NFL players or NBA players like love video
See,
games.
Sophia, that's why you gotta start
oh,
streaming.
yeah, you gotta get
Okay.
That's clever.
Yeah.
but they all play, and
Yeah.
so like they'll reach out to Mason and be like, "Oh, let's get some games in," and he's like, he doesn't watch sports, so he's like has no idea who these people
So-
are, and
Well,
I'm
I
like, no, go play, go
Play
play.
it, play
Who do it? I know. I saw the Ariana Grande thing with Fortnite that she just did
Yeah,
recently.
yeah.
That was like
What was
really
that?
Cool. She like I think she was a character on it.
Yeah,
or
she did
something.
like an in-person concert or like a concert in game.
Oh wait, Travis Scott did that too.
Yeah, so same thing.
Oh,
and then,
he did?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, it's so
Wow.
cool.
yeah. It was
It's
really
so
cool when they
cool.
did
So
that.
see, we should
Yeah.
probably jump on the bandwagon before the bandwagon.
Yeah,
is,
you're
like,
gonna.
before
Brooke,
it goes
Brooke is
away.
gonna teach us. Brooke is
yeah,
gonna
no,
teach
for real.
us.
You guys should totally do it.
You guys,
Yeah.
when this comes out, we'll be streaming. streaming, the three of us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, you could.
So to girls that like want to join gaming, what would you say the biggest advice is? Like to get on, if they're like nervous to join, like what would you say to them?
Definitely, you're gonna have to have thick skin. Like, just ignore. You get the dumbest people. Like, trust me. Like, even in like when I play Valorant, and you have to like your teammates are random people you don't know, and you have to talk to them and stuff. They'll, because you're a girl, tell you to shut up, go to the kitchen. You know, stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And you just have to like literally just let it roll off your back. Because
Do you have any good comebacks when they say stuff like that?
I on stream, sometimes I'll mute my mic and then like go off on them, but I'm like, so my stream can't hear what I'm saying.
Oh, you're too polite. I think I would say some things I would regret.
And that's the hard thing about being live is like you just want to like go off, and I'm like scared like a sponsor's gonna like click on my stream when I'm like freaking out on this guy.
You should have like one of those buttons. Have you ever seen those red buttons that say something? You should just have like as an automatic.
Like a shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Literally.
Yeah. But you didn't say it.
No, it wasn't me.
Said it.
So
It wasn't my fault.
I want to know what is next for Brooke. Like you're collaborating. I mean, you're combining fashion and gaming. You have this content house. You have a thriving relationship. What's something that you would love to sort of tackle, whether it's on your Instagram, whether it's your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I definitely want to start. I'm just so passionate about, you know, like I love the fashion makeup world. I think it's so fun. I think for me, I think that's like would be amazing if I can balance both of those perfectly, and, you know, just be able to, you know, do my tutorials and then post a gaming video afterwards and like do great on both of those. Like collabing with like a makeup company would be the dream.
I was just gonna say, has there ever been like a Morphe X gamer girl palette?
Like,
I'm
I feel
sorry.
like that would be so fun.
That would be so great.
So insane.
Yeah, I think that would be like the dream one day.
To be honest, I see it. I already know it's gonna happen.
And I'm buying it.
I'll buy it.
Okay.
We'll get on Twitch and do it.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
God, I love it. I love it.
Perfect.
Brooke, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming
guys.
on
Thank
today.
you.
I mean, I don't even know if you need to plug because they probably already follow you, but tell everyone where they can find your Twitch, your Instagram, your YouTube.
Brooke AB on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Brooke AB on Instagram.
There we go. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, guys.
We'll be streaming soon.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.